They blacked out all the windows. This has appeared. We can understand the story now. They've also added like a well or something. What does that say?
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2025 update. We have massive construction updates. And guys, we're currently like a couple hundred subscribers away from hitting the halfway point. If you didn't know, we're so close to kind of like dethroning the official HHN YouTube channel. Half of you guys currently are not subscribed who watch the videos. We have a little challenge now. If we hit 76,000, we're gonna have a reward to show you guys, 78,000 and then 80,000. So I own one of the largest HHN collections in the world. So I'm gonna reveal like a jaw-dropping artifact to you guys every single one of those tiers that we hit. Like your mind is gonna be blown. I promise it'll be worth the wait, but we got this. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights shirt of the day. We're gonna go back to HHN 30, right? The year of all the icons. We got Jack, we got the storyteller, we got the director with a little hidden Bloody Mary Easter egg inside the film reel, and also the caretaker. So on that note, let's roll the commercial.
Did you miss me? Hurry, hurry, hurry! It's Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights 30. And they brought me, Jack, to bring the havoc and the chaos. A little word of advice. Never go alone.
Okay, welcome back. It's a cooler day out today. Yesterday they said it felt like 105. They said today's gonna feel like 104. So we're getting someplace. So let's head in.
All right, we made it in. They got a little character stage right here. Oh, something's happened. The stairs have been removed. They were here yesterday. I'm sure they'll be replaced, but something happened last night. So over here, the light posts are off. But on this side, all the light posts are still on. Everything's looking good. Again, I'm thinking there's gonna be a hidden meaning within all these gates and designs. So yesterday we talked about the oil can Easter egg. I noticed something only when I was editing it. I've never noticed before. When it talks about kind of the fluid ounces, it'll say 4/27/96. That's gonna be the opening date, and then it also has the closing date of the Terminator attraction on it. All right, the stages are looking really good. Here, they finally added it. All right, so this is gonna be the character trigger, right? So this character will hit that button with their foot. It'll start a little effect and a little sound effect. I guess last night they added in all the different character triggers, so we'll have to go to each stage now and look. A couple days ago we saw that they had cords kind of bagged up. This has popped up. I don't know what this does, but it's here now. All right, same thing over here on this stage, on the cat stage. This character trigger has been placed right there. Over here on this stage, there's no scare. Oh, there it is. The character trigger is there in the corner, but they've added this. What are they gonna put in there? Little blood bags or something? Because the vampires are gonna be here. But this little table has appeared now on the stage. But something's definitely gonna be placed inside right there. Let's see if there's anything around the corner. This all looks about the same from the past couple days. So on that note, let's hop into Five and Dime, see how the stock is looking. So apparently all the stuff was selling out online also. A couple pieces of the stained glass left. Small restock on the sizes for the Five Nights at Freddy's shirt. White 6 stained glass piece sold out. Looks like every single White 6 shirt is now sold. Oh wait, no, here's some. There is one Wyatt 6 shirt remaining. This is all that's left, and it's sold out online. They'll do a restock a little later in the season, but it's all just been replaced with Five Nights. One left. Then over here on the staircase, they've also drilled another hole right down there. So on this staircase also, they've drilled in another hole. I wonder what these are for. Looks like they've touched up this a little bit. It's a little more dirtied and aged. We're over here in the HHN bar. Now this tarp was on top of the TV mount yesterday. The tarp's down here. Maybe it just came off during the nighttime, but they have not installed the TVs to the TV mount yet. But then over here, the covering still remains over the TV. And with the truss work here, I see a cord. You know what that means. Over the river and through the woods. So where does this cord go? It's going through the bushes right there. Let's see where it ends up. All right, the cord is now still going through the bushes, snaking through the bushes. It's going all the way back there now. See it back there? All right, it's looping around here. Looks like a snake in the bushes. Oh, it's being looped around to here. Okay, so these are here now, and the truss work is now plugged into. There's two boxes over here. I will say this one is wide open, and if it rains, who knows what might happen. We popped into the horror makeup show. They really gotta remove this mummy exhibit, the Tom Cruise mummy exhibit that's been here forever. So we just come over here and pay tribute to Jack the Clown, creeping on everyone, and then the caretaker right there. All right, we're heading into 9 Crooked Lane now. The gates are here. All right, so it looks like last night was the night of like shrubs and long tall grass. We'll just say grass instead of trying to name the different types. But we got grass there, we got grass there. Now here they have finally added the gate. Oh, this is cool. So when the gate combines, it's gonna make the face of a cat. A little twig work, and then over here on the other gate, you're gonna see the face of the cat right there. And then this almost kind of looks like a tail, like a little cat tail. All right, so they added some more grass over here around all the toys, kind of blending in everything a little more. Like these toys and props have been here for a long time, that everything is kind of overgrown. They also added some more clothes of different costumes along the fence line. Yeah, even some more little bushes and tall grass right here to kind of blend everything in. But look at this. This has appeared. We can understand the story now. Okay, so let's read a little story that says, deep in a forest on Halloween night, the trick-or-treaters follow moonlight, the naughty children that dare to explore the old crooked lane. Along the forest floor, cat eyes and pumpkins line the dim trail to the cat lady's house, so withered and frail. Page 1. If we come over here, they've added some more tall grass around everything, some like moss on the crates, add a little bit more mud it looks like. So that stuff got added, and there's more. There's so much more that got added, more pumpkins too. So if we come over here again, they've added the tall grass, everything is overgrown now. And over here they've added some backpacks, some more torn up jeans, looks like a cat attacked it, a little skull pail, some more costumes. Now sadly over here, yesterday they had the Cradleton crabs, little Easter egg, it's gone, but they dirtied up the bat. They added some more grass along the fence line. There's a new little pumpkin down here, looking all sad and melty. A shoe, another crate, and they just added some more long, tall grass around all the props here. Oh, he's gone. They had Vulture from the MCU, a figure there. It's gone now. But let's read page 2 now. Page 2's over here. So you come in page 1 and then page 2 here. The cat lady of Crooked Lane stands on her stoop, stirring her cauldron of special soup. She's not a witch, the children all say, as she pets her cat of orange, black, and gray. She lifts her ladle and offers a taste. They drink it all down. Not a drop goes to waste. It does look like they're still working on it, and it looks like one of the team members forgot their flashlight right there. So they'll probably tweak this a little more, but now we know what these giant stages were for, was to attach the storybook. Now I like above the pages, you're gonna see this light. I'm sure they'll put some candles in it and it'll illuminate. Over here we got the tall grass around all the props. So we're gonna continue along the fence line and just see all the new grass that they added. They added a tennis racket, some crates right there. So this all looks the exact same. I think they added another jack-o'-lantern little pail, a hula hoop, some netting, but over here there's some changes to the electrical. Oh, there's a new little costume, but all these cords have appeared to be hooked up. These are not here yesterday. So they're gonna be attaching a bunch of stuff, it looks like. All right, so now we'll loop around over here. Some more grass got added. Over here they added some more dirty clothes. Here's like some headphones, a little monster truck, and then some sort of pumpkin costume. And you have all these nasty looking treats in this pail with a shoe in it. It's just like honestly revolting to look at. It looks so gross. So we're gonna come along the fence line. They added some more grass. They added a laundry hamper with some clothes in there. They also added around this barrel some decorative little black cats who are also witches. We're gonna have a 90s phone right there. We got a jacket, we got an old school radio, bottle of wine. Here's just like a lamp, some more dirty clothes, some sort of bucket. Nothing's in there yet. Oh, I like this little pumpkin. This little pumpkin has a little bow on its head. You're gonna have another dirtied up backpack and dirty clothes. We're gonna come along here. Again, all the bikes are being kind of overgrown by all the foliage. A little bit of moss that got added. This is new, this popped up last night. The tall grass. Here we're gonna come in and the coolers are even growing grass, it looks like. And then so many just dirty kids' clothes. And then another pumpkin that has seen better days. And then you got this little ghost decoration, but the ghost has like a hole bitten out of it, like the cat was gnawing on it. We have another creepy mask here. We're gonna come along here. Again, the more tall grass has been added. A couple more pieces of clothes. Some more clothes down here. Here's a new little like robot toy. A little robot toy, a little clown horn, another pumpkin getting all moldy and gross. Some more toys. There's just so much being added. All right, so all of these pumpkins got added last night. So pretty much every single tree now has some adorable little pumpkins all over it. Some more grass has been added. They've just kind of blended everything in a little more. So over here, they have another costume. Some more Halloween decorations. They add a little pumpkin inside there, and then here's just a wall of just gross clothes that have all been kind of ripped up, but it's all like costumes. Here's like a bear costume. Here's like a little baby costume or a dog costume. A little witch hat. So all this stuff got added. Here's some more pumpkins. These are so full of candy. Above a trash can. Here's like a chocolate bar, and they've added some more tall grass over here. Back here's a ghost costume, but yesterday we talked about the Oddfellow symbol, and they added paint over it, so you really can't see it, but subtly right there is still the Oddfellow symbol. They reused the prop. It doesn't really mean anything, so that's why they kind of covered it up, but it was fun while I was there for a day. Here's a skeleton. He's missing a leg, but then you got this little tiger toy biting his leg. Over here they added some frames, some more dirty toys, another tricycle, and then when you come over here there's gonna be a muddy boot right there on the fence, and then some more little jack-o'-lanterns, some more Halloween shirts and costumes, little sequence backpack, some of the tiny little pails. So here's page 3 of the book. The potion sets in turning hands into claws, and long feline teeth protrude from their jaws. The children all scream as they become beasts, and now hunt their friends to add to the feast. The moral of the story, it should be plain. Never trust the cat lady of Old Crooked Lane. We're gonna probably see trick-or-treaters and then a bunch of scare actors who look like this. Some will be like full-body cats, and then some will be transforming into cats. Let's head over here, see what they've added. They added the tall grass. Let's see if they've added the scare actor triggers yet. We saw in the Masquerade Scare Zone, they did add scare actor triggers. Just some zip ties in there. Massive lighting updates. So, all these lights have now been plugged in, and they're all being tested. So before they were just kind of placed there, but now they're all plugged in, so they could test them. Let's see if they've added stained glasses right there, and they even plugged in now the lights to power the stained glass. So that's in there now. And then again over here, they have these all secured now. They've all been powered up. Cords are now running through here. Cord goes like boop, and then boop, and then boop, and then connects to the light. So they have some more cords back here. They are bagged up, protected from the weather, because they haven't been plugged in yet. So there's gonna be more stuff being plugged in. I'm guessing these will activate the scare actor triggers. This is gonna be interesting. They have a boo hole right here, right? So the performer can scare someone, but this tree is pretty close right here.
Oh my gosh, and then like you're in the tree, it's right there, and then you're gonna get hurt. So I wonder if this might cause some issues during the event. So like you also have to worry about drunk people. This is one of the things that I've seen in a bunch of haunts where it's like scenically it's designed great, but then you gotta think about the practicality behind it. So it's beautiful, I love it, but I'm worried about these trees now that I'm seeing how this all looks and how tight and confined it is.
Over here is the house. Looks like some sawdust or something on it. They were cutting wood or something last night, but there's sawdust all over the stage. Let's go see how the facade is looking today. They've even weathered the facade even more. It's looking good. They've added a couple of little more paint details around some of the trim pieces. They've made some of the shingles missing. If you kind of look, there's like a kind of a plexiglass and then the missing shingles. There's also a chimney now. Do you see the chimney? There's a freaking chimney. They've also added like a well or something. What does that say? It says something right there. So the sign that got added says Pony Express on it. A bunch of movement last night. Looks like the workers are some pirates because they're walking those planks. They're replacing all the beams on both sides. So Nightmare Fuel is still blocked off, but Fuel Girls are posting all over their Instagram that they're here now.
The Fuel Girl said, the team has landed. America, get ready. We're coming in hot. The new HHN 2025 crew is assembled. Rehearsals are underway, and they're fired up for the next epic chapter of Halloween Horror Nights' Circus of Decay.
All right, wire update. As you know, yesterday we talked about the wire going from the truss work along the entire fence lines. Now yesterday it was on the grass, but now they've zip tied all of the electrical leading back to that box all the way over here. It's zip tied to all the fence line. So I'm guessing when they're having to cut grass or, you know, get the weed whacker out or something, they're not gonna hit any of that electrical. So it's all been zip tied to the fence now, leading to that truss works. We came over by where the heavily rumored tribute store is. Now, before they just had kind of curtains up, they blacked out all the windows so you can't see inside the tribute store, or the heavily rumored tribute store. Looks like the Mummy ride is down again, and they're just playing games with guests right now. So Cabby's car is still here. I'm guessing they'll just keep it for the, you know, the mobster scare zone, but I'm praying that they have a Cabby scare actor. How great would that be to have a spooky Cabby? Oh, we got a whole new show scene. This one popped up yesterday. This is like the little spooky tree and everything and the stained glass. So when it comes to the permit names this year, all the permit names are after flowers. This might be a nod to all the permit names for all the houses this year. So this was yesterday. This one has appeared. Stained glass still. There's still a spooky tree in there. It's a different design of a spooky tree, but it looks like some sort of idols or something, or candles are gonna go inside those little holes. Now also on this stage, the other stairs have been removed. I don't know why, but they're gone. We'll cut to Ireland and talk about some Murdy tweet time.
I think it's John Murdy right there. John!
Are you also familiar with Skibbity Toilet John? John says, oh yeah, all that stuff. I have a 10 and 12-year-old. Okay, so John tweeted out this. Do you have any questions you've wanted to ask Michaelaiello and I? Fire away. We'll pick our faves to answer during the HHN panel at Midsummer Scream. I'm going to be at that panel. I cannot wait to hear what the two of them have to say. So someone asked John this. Will the Five Nights at Freddy's house include Golden Freddy or Bonnie from the first film, or any members from the second movie that we saw in the trailer? John says it's focused on the first film. So does that mean Golden Freddy and Springtrap would be there because they're both featured in the first film, but it wasn't mentioned in the description of the house? John said, well, there should be some surprises. Tell us more about Fallout. I feel like many people think it's bad, and I personally am a fan. Could you say more on it? John said, it's based on the series and follows Lucy's journey from the wedding massacre in the vault to the wasteland to the super duper mart with some fun stops along the way. This year's going in the books. Holy hell, I cannot wait to see the team's hard work. It's going to be glorious. John said, yeah, and it's kind of crazy to be working on the slate for 2026 at the same time. What scenes will we get in the Five Nights at Freddy's house, and what's the facade like? And thank you for an amazing lineup. John says the facade is the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Everything takes place inside of it. All right, we're at CityWalk now. A little update on our favorite pile of dirt. They're moving all the dirt, but over here they've been placing all the pipes underground. They're still doing that. They moved a generator over here. All right, time to go over the next section of Super Nintendo World merch. Let's go over all these hats. For $42, you're gonna have the little fish, and then when you squeeze these, the little wings move on the hat. And then also for $42, Donkey Kong right there. Get a little Toad hat, Mario hat, Luigi hat. Fun hats, but I don't know how they'll hold up in the Florida weather. Okay guys, you're back in the office. Okay, so tomorrow's video is gonna be a big update. I'm sure there's gonna be massive construction updates, but then also it's like the start of annual pass holder appreciation month, so we gotta cover all that stuff. It's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. But guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon. Skibbity Toilet John. And then when you squeeze these, Hooterade?